Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 8 Japanese Tech Tree Heavy, the Chisei, a vehicle that kind of got a huge buff in the latest update. The Chisei is kind of a Japanese Tiger too. It has really strong frontal armor, a decent turret, and overall a really solid 310 alpha gun. It's got high DPM and pretty accurate. But in the latest update of the game, this vehicle got even more insane because AP got a buff. And obviously, with a vehicle that has AP standard and premium, this tank got a huge buff. Its standard has 240 mils of pen, which is crazy for a heavy, and its premium has 290 millimeters of pen. That is ridiculous. Yeah, there is not a single Tier 9 I think you're going to struggle to cut through in this vehicle. Even tanks like an E75, this Tier 8 should not even sweat. And when you pair that with the fact that this vehicle has 9 degrees of gun depression, judging that I am running the improved gun depression ability, and the fact that this tank has really good armor, oh my, this is going to be a dangerous tank. The Chisei is just an incredible tank in general. I haven't made a review on it in probably over a year, but I think all the things I've said in those reviews still stand today. It's a really, really solid tank because of everything it has going for it. It has almost no weaknesses. It's not HEable. It has really strong armor, solid mobility for what it is, and a gun that is basically unrivaled in Tier 8 compared to other heavies. I don't think there's a single Tier 8 heavy that can really outgun this tank. I mean, sure, you might not have 3k DPM like a Carnarvon, but you have so much pen, it is ridiculous. And the fact that we can also get 9 degrees with this tank is just the cherry on top. So we are going to start off this battle by making my way right here. That's where I'm going to go. I like going to this position mainly because of the fact that you are able to get hauled down and detect where the enemy team is going if they're driving their heavies towards the heavy flank or if they're driving them over towards the medium flank. You can already see 2 enemy mediums detected as it is, and there you go. Skoda T45 has been detected. In fact, we also have a Tiger 2 in front of us. Look at the premium pen on this vehicle. I mean, the entire Tiger is a pen. Now that's weird. I think there's somebody actually in front of that. Yeah, I was about to say. There had to have been somebody in front of that Tiger for that shell to not pen, because that was a really, really easy pen and it didn't end up doing anything. Now, the bad news is we have no support from our team. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. I'm going to start backing out because I don't want to be flanked yet, personally. That's not really in my forte. It's aiming on the Carnarvon. I was going to try and go for his track wheel, but I think we can just shoot him in the hull. That gets the job done as easily. The nice thing about Supremacy is we know when the enemy's going to push through base C, and there you go, because we can obviously see the base has been capped. Look at that pen! That's insane! The entire Tiger is just a pen. Look at that. What the heck? That is not fair. That is so stupid. And because this tank actually has really solid DPM as well, it's not like I'm even struggling to out DPM the Tiger either. So, yeah, there you go. Long live the Tiger, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. This is why the Chisei is such a busted tank. Because, I mean, the gun is just overpowered. There's nothing that can really be said to change my mind on my feelings of this tank. The armor itself is already really good. And when you pair that with a gun that literally is just broken... Alright, well, let's make our way around this corner. Let's get to the rear of the silencer. Let's load in a high explosive shell. Of course, he's not running SPAL, and there you go, nice 144 RAM. Alright, well, I'm going to ignore the silencer. I'm going to start shooting the Skoda. Nice little RAM as well. And then the Chiri's going to finish off the Skoda. Pretty good stuff. Alright, well, let's keep on going into the enemy spawn. We have not lost a single hit point yet, even with the rams, because this vehicle is quite heavy. It's basically like a Type 71 in terms of ramming. The Type is a super robust vehicle frontally, and that's the same case for this tank. Its upper plate is stupid strong, like upwards of 300 mils thick, so it's very hard to actually ram it and get away with those rams. Now, I don't think the enemy team is going to be over here, so we're going to make our way more towards our spawn, and there you go. That's what I was thinking. The 122 TM is right in front of us. This vehicle's armor is quite solid. Well, this 122 doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what to say. Let's just over-angle our sides. Let's see. The G-Sor pens us once. However, looks like he's not going to shoot us a second time. All that's left apart from the G-Sor is a Stritzfon 81, and I don't even know where that guy is. Alright, well, let's just keep on pushing the G-Sor. By the way, even though I'm not running mobility on this tank, you'll notice that it's still fairly mobile for the most part. It's really not a problem. I mean, we do get pens through the turret, but it's not that big of a deal. We're at 3,800 damage dealt. And yeah, as I said, all that's left is a Stritzvon 81. I would expect that Stritzvon to be making his way over towards base C. Maybe he's going to try and cap it, maybe he's going to try and flank, but that would be my prediction, because he's obviously not over here. Our team would have detected him, unless he's like all the way in the corner hiding, but there's no way I can predict that. So my assumption would be that the Stritzvon in Deedler, would be making his way over to base C. All you need to do is think like a 40%er. That's all you got to do. It's not too hard to do it either. And as we can see, that indeed... Well, I would like if my gun would hit the shot. The only problem with running Refined is you have to give it a little bit more time to aim in. And obviously, we were not able to have that time yet. I have a feeling the Stritzvon is going to go this way, which he did, and there you go. We do get the clearing shell. It's not that big of a deal. We still got 250 damage out, which is still pretty nice. So, taking a look at the post-game results, we easily did over 4,000 damage, and, I mean, this tank is just stupid. I mean, literally, the Tiger 2's upper plate, even when he was on the ridge, was still a full pen. There are really no tier 8s apart from maybe an ISU 152 that can do that. And even an ISU. I mean, the ISU has premium APCR. This tank probably has about the same, if not more effective pen than an ISU. So there you go. First game, pretty solid, first class. I'm honestly surprised that's not an ace for how many kills and everything we got, but I'm not going to complain too much. Let's do one more game in the Chisei and see what it can do. Alright, well, another solid matchup with tier 8s and tier 7s up against us. I cannot complain at all. Let's see what the Chisei can do. I mean, against tier 7s, I don't even really need to load gold. And the tier 8s I have, I mean, the Sama will probably load gold for, because I can probably just pen him through the upper plate. And I actually want to test that. I want to see if I can just literally go through a Sama upper plate, because the Sama actually has one of the stronger armor profiles, at least on the hull. The turret of the Sama, pretty weak, but the hull armor is where a lot of people get tripped up. They think, oh, I'm going to shoot the hull, and then they bounce. So, we got the Chieftain. Our Skoda's been spotted. Got the Smasher. Unfortunate. That would have been nice if that had hit. And unfortunately, we're down a T-71 already. Alright, well, the Chieftain bounces me, and obviously don't want to be shot by the Smasher. Well, we penned that, but we lost 400 in return. Alright, well, what I'm hoping is that we can poke him. There you go. Get a decent chunk out. I really, really, really want to get this Smasher taken out of the game. It's not necessarily because the Smasher is like such an OP tank that I can't deal with. It's just that I don't want to lose 600 health while fighting this Chieftain also to deal with the Smasher, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'll take 200 damage from the Chieftain. I'm going to roll around the corner here, and there you go. We get a bounce, and we're safe now. So this is what I ideally wanted to do. I mean, we lost. Look at our team. It's already over. This game has been 1 minute and 30 seconds, and our whole team's dead. I don't even know how you can be that bad at the game. Like, okay, we got tracked from that, really, game? Either way, Smasher's dead. We got the Sama on my teammate's side, so Sama's probably going to kill my teammate, which she does, but we're going to see if we can get a little bit of damage out. We're at 2,000 already, which is pretty good, I'd say. Let's just aim it on the M41 Jade. There you go. 390 damage high explosive into his tank. And let's just make it so he can't get around me. Well, he did get around me. However, I'm going to make sure that he dies. There you go. Pretty good. And that was the game. That was the game. Wow. That's World of Tank Splits for you there. The funny part is there's literally zero impact I could have put in that game. The only way that I could have changed possibly the outcome of that battle was going to medium side. But even if I did that, the enemy team still had 2 heavies on the heavy flank, and they would have just made their way over. It's just funny to me how you can be driving a heavy, you can do 3,000 damage and doing your job, and then you look over at your mediums and you see not only 1 0, not only 2 zeros, but 3 zeros. I mean, really, guys? Really? 3 zeros. And then a 500 and a 600. So, if you add my entire team up, they did less damage than me by about 1,000, which is pretty sad. But we did fine in the Chisei. Again, this tank is very dangerous. The gun is solid on DPM, and its pen is crazy good. I really don't know what else to say. The Chisei is easily one of the best tier 8s in the game, and it's, in my opinion, one of the better tier 8 tech trees. I can easily say that this gun is overpowered, and the hull armor is really good. The armor in general is great. The mobility is fine, and with 9 degrees of gun depression, because I am running improved vertical stabilizers, you can just get hull down, and nothing can really pen you. It's a better German heavy is what it is. And I really enjoy this tank. I don't enjoy the teams I get when playing this game, but I still appreciate the vehicles I play. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, let me know. Let me know if you like this tank. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.